Yeah, you gotta put an
Oh, I
EI.
put the wrong fucking title in. Fuck. Hold on. No, it
Oh,
says cryptic. Hold on. Messed it up.
it's cryptic.
Oh, why is he doing this? I hate when he does this. There you go. Should be live.
I don't see it.
You don't
Let
see
me
it?
reload it again.
See,
Nah, it's
stupid shit.
still not there.
Like that. Still not there.
No.
At least it's
Okay, these guys are driving so slow I can't even bag. It's insane.
man.
Jesus Christ.
Look.
Does it say you're streaming? Like on
Yeah,
your
it says live.
shit?
It's just weird like that.
Okay, I'll try loading after this race again. Or just right now, since I literally don't even worry about. Nah, I don't see it.
You still don't see it.
Nah, let me go to my subscriber feed now, I guess, because I'm on your videos right now. Let me see.
Finally, fucking finally. Holy shit. Alright, we should be live. Are we live there? Are we live? Oh, we're just
God, this hobby's so shit. Jesus Christ.
maybe notice didn't send out yet? I feel like
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like 40 seconds, I don't know.
Let me check now.
It should work.
No, I don't see it.
Yo, it's literally live. It's so weird. Like, hold on.
So send me the link.
Alright. But I need you.
Alright, I'll check after this race.
Can't believe it's acting stupid. Oh shit.
I got his ass, I win. Alright, let me check, since I literally have nothing to worry about, since I just win. Dude, this lobby's so ass. Oh god. Alright.
I joined you.
EMIDDLE'S first day out. Oh yeah.
I joined you. It's 4 people. I mean 3 people. No, now it's 4 people.
Okay, yeah, okay, I'm watching your stream. It's public.
It's weird. I don't know why it didn't send out. Ah, that's so weird.
Like, it's not appearing, like, it didn't appear on your channel for whatever reason. I don't know what it is.
Wait, oh, can you check now if it does or not?
I'll check after this race.
Let me see you. Yeah.
Anyway, promoting EI.
Are you losing to I think that's Toad.
I am not losing. That person is a lap behind.
Oh, I'm about to say. Wait, is that Toad?
Literally.
Because I'm using Crash Car. Wait, is that Toad?
Yeah, they're a whole lap.
Is that Toad?
Yeah, that's total.
I thought. Bro,
Yeah, they're a whole ass up behind.
Alright, let me watch your crack gameplay. Oh yeah, you finished.
Let me check if it appears on your channel. Yeah, okay, it does. Alright, cool. Alright, promoting EI.
Yeah, every stream.
Yeah, do it, bro.
Every stream.
And plus people in EI know I got banned, so they see that.
I know, right? I think you got locked up or something.
I think they find it hilarious.
Think that.
I don't know. I don't care what they think. Just put it.
That's tough. Alright, hold on.
They know I got banned. Well, 2 of them know I got banned because they did. I'm gonna get banned.
Who all knows about it?
What?
Who all knows about it?
Calc knows about it. TKS Memer knows about it. That's it. Well, everyone in the Mogi that was canning in knows about it.
Let me send this to AI real quick. I wish we could. Stuff from. Well, I guess it's just no. Okay. I expected to see glitchy there. All right, you're gonna do your little go watch thing. I know you're gonna do that.
Yeah, I am gonna go do that. Go watch. Hell yeah. EMIDDLE'S first day. Oh, I love that tower. That's a great tower.
They're literally gonna think. I swear. Why are we playing? Why
Yeah, Warriors gold mine. Let's go.
What is this texture?
Yo, subscribe to EMIDDLENameG since it's my first day.
You got locked up, guys. Yeah,
totally, guys. That's so bad.
Locked up by Mr. Bean. Just being locked up for good. But nah.
I got locked up by Whim. You know.
Yeah. Jair's and Mr. Bean just like, oh, what was that?
Or out.
Is this lean?
So you already know what goes.
Is that the lean mine? That's easy. It's like lean mine.
Lean mine. Orioles lean mine.
I've heard this before.
I know it's you type, but yeah, it's all like pink as shit.
Yeah.
No, I actually failed. Wow.
Poison mine. Poison mine. Yo, this dude's so ass. Alright. Are you in fourth? Yeah. Are you in first?
Yeah, there's a person a lot behind ahead of me right now. I'm about to lap him.
Why is it always lapping?
Yeah, they're literally just driving off the map. I don't know what they did. They literally just drove off the map. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Ah, there's. I got someone. Hey, my game show did not do anything. Oh no. Keep moving. Oh, I got someone in my trap twice. Alright. Nice. Yo, this shack is broken for backstabbing, like.
My bad.
Oh, that person in the lap behind failed. I think they're still on lap 1 that played me. So, that's kind of hilarious, I don't know. Yeah, they're still on lap 1. I don't know what they're doing. They're up, they fell off again. And I hit someone in my trap again. Alright, cool. So another successful first place. Let's go. First day out, going strong. I've only gotten first places so far. Let's go. First day out. Successful. Yo, that is pink, bro. I gotta be out. That is very pink. Nah, 9K again. Going strong, going strong, going strong. Can only get better, can only get better. Actually, it can only go downhill from here, but whatever. And Cool Boy is not talking for whatever reason. Alright, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yo. Yo.
Yeah, I said, give me a second. I mean, give me a second. Did you not hear that?
Yeah, I did hear that.
Oh, no, I hear you was doing that. Why are you doing
that? What track should I pick? Daisy Circuit. Yep, Daisy Circuit. That's what I should pick. Alright, Moon Meadows. I like Moon Meadows. Why is nobody in chat, bro? Come on, bro. Like, someone watch the stream. I told people in the ad to go watch and they're not listening.
I don't know. I'm not gonna slander them on stream like that.
Y'all better watch the stream, bro. Or Cool Boy's gonna start calling out people on stream. I don't think y'all want that ad.
Shout out Elijah Wallace. Elijah Wallace.
Yo, is he like? Do we got Elijah Wallace in the chat?
Yo, he actually like dropped he said he was gonna drop like that song or whatever, and he already like snippet or something.
Oh yeah, can't wait, Elijah Wallace.
There, so.
Can't wait, Elijah Wallace, for your new song. Coming from the south side. Oh hell yeah. Fuck with that.
Oh come on, why you take to my boxes, man? What is Jaden doing?
Snaking and being fat because Carters are fat.
How do you not hit that? How do you not hit that and not hit, bro? Man, I gotta step on my game here. Yo, so what are your thoughts on I know this movie is very old, but what are your thoughts on Space Jam 2?
Oh, Space Jam 2? It was cool, man. I had no problems with it.
People hate the shit out of that movie. I'm not gonna lie.
I had no problems with it. I mean, there was some censorship controversy or whatever the fuck, but frankly, I didn't give a shit. So, I don't know what it was about. The only reason I know about it is because of some South Park shit. Anyway.
South Park? Yo, I saw some shit on South Park. He was like, so weird, like,
Anyway, on the topic of Space Jam 2. You're welcome for that, by the way. Alright, topic of Space
Hold on a second.
My fault. My fault. That was mine. That was my bomb. That was my bomb. Anyway, Space Jam 2. It was cool, man. I had no issues with it. And it was cool. I wouldn't go back to it, but it was cool.
You wouldn't go back to it? Dang.
No, I wouldn't, but, but it's a cool movie. I also saw Space Jam 1, and it was basic.
Cool, you know? Michael Jordan?
What?
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it was Michael Jordan. Yeah, it was basically the same plot. Well, besides the whole coding thing, but it was basically the same plot where it's all or nothing, and
Bro, that
Space Jam.
That Michael B. Jordan scene was so weird. It was Michael B.
Jordan. With stretching his arm and shit, yeah, but, yeah, I have. They're basically the same movie, so I have no issues with either.
It's just like in the 21st century, you know. It's kind of like this.
Yeah, it's just if you took Space Jam 2 and you put it into computers, and that's the movie right there. I did like the Michael B. Jordan part, so I give both movies a solid 6. So
that was just weird.
There.
Oh, Michael Jordan's gonna play, and it was like Michael B. Jordan. That was different. I mean, I didn't know Michael Jordan. Like, come on, that would have been sick. They would have been like, oh, it's Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it was probably too expensive. They already had to get LeBron, and then animate all that shit.
If you really have to, if you actually wait so many years just to do a movie, you have to get Michael Jordan back on it at least, or just like a cameo, just a little cameo. That should be it.
I mean, they did get Michael Jordan. They got Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, it's like the all-brand. It's like the Costco version.
Yeah, they got Michael B. Jordan. So yeah.
Pass this shit. Pass it. Thank you. No, what? What? Oh my.
Anyway, yeah, I know issues with it. There's some movies I have major issues with, but
like what? No, please don't get me started on Sonic.
I'm not gonna get started on Sonic 2. That's for another shit. Anyway, what other movies have I watched recently?
Wait, what?
What other movies have I watched recently? I can't think of any.
What movies have what?
Have I watched recently?
I mean, I saw the Menu movie. I mean, I'm so mad that Yeet wasn't there. I mean, wish he popped out the cut. I keep saying popped out the cut, but I wish he was just there. Like, come on, man.
I don't know how they were gonna incorporate him, but
a Yeet cameo. Come on, man.
A Yeet cameo.
But Yeet's not family friendly. He's not. That would have been.
I mean, he can be. I mean, the song was family friendly.
I got money.
I got money. That sounds the man right there. I got money. Yeah, that's right there. Oh, I saw the fucking
What?
mini movies 10 out of 10. I got no issues with it. It's a perfect length and shit. Anyway,
I mid-air dodged a pow. That was sick. Mid-air dodge. What the fuck? Jaden? This Jaden bitch about to give you annoying. Just like that remember that last person that was on cart? I was just acting like a total bitch. Yeah.
Every Carter acts like a bitch because all they do is snake and get in the way. So, yeah. Yo, bro. Okay, I saw the fucking me movie 10 out of 10, perfect length. No issues, all that shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I saw the Lightyear movie actually recently. Yeah, it was cool. I don't remember if did I see the ending to that movie? I can't remember. Since I can't remember if I saw the ending or not to that movie, I'm not gonna review it. But I saw this other movie on Disney, right?
Yeah, what was that?
It was with The Rock, right?
Go!
The Rock.
Yes! Alright.
Oh, he was like some...
Jungle Cruise?
Yeah, that movie! Okay, that movie, right? So basically, like he's really old and shit, and he can't die because he's like cursed with the Force or whatever, right?
Look.
I saw it recently.
When I was in there, I have a sister, right? Talking. I'm not gonna slander my sister like that. But I cannot I couldn't focus with that movie. I cannot focus. So I barely remember what it was. Barely remember. Well, I'm not gonna slander her too much, but I gotta see the movie again.
I bet. But what I think, me personally, right, was like, oh, what's going on? Well, rich European people
What are you talking about?
Go visit the movie, the Jungle Cruise movie. Rich European people, like this rich European woman was like, oh, I have this idea of no. Her brother was like, oh, I have this idea and shit, right? And the people at the club, since it's like 1914 or whatever, are like, nah, these like old ass dudes are like, no, I'm falling with shit. No, your idea is shit. Okay, and then his sister comes through, and then his sister trying to like take some shit, and she steals that shit, right? Okay, so they're gonna go explore that shit, right?
Yeah.
So they go to the country and shit, right? So they go to Brazil, I think. Right? Yeah, they go to Brazil and they meet up with The Rock and shit, right? So and God, I can't focus. Alright, and so when they meet with The Rock and shit, right? They're like, okay, let's go visit the shit, right? And The Rock is like, bro, you don't want to visit the shit because you'll fucking die and shit, right? And he's like, nah, I'm not gonna die and shit. Nah, you're gonna die and shit or whatever the fuck, right? So they're like, alright, cool, let's do that. And so they go on a little adventure and shit.
Yeah.
The woman has like this thing as a necklace that people want and shit, right?
Yeah.
That was my snipe. Alright, and let's see. I should have done that.
He messed up.
Yeah, I know I messed up. Fuck it. You know, being in third in a room like this is not even bad. Anyway, so they go start cruising and shit. Before they can do that, they run into trouble with people that want the woman's shit, like the shit on their neck and shit, right? So
yeah.
Oh, okay, I just win. And
oh my goodness.
I know I win. Anyway, so
alright, let's see.
Anyway, so like, so they have to like run from like the kidnappers and shit, right?
Yeah.
So they escape and shit. Yeah. So they eventually.
That was my sniper.
I almost hit my own banana. Jesus Christ.
Alright, keep going.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Anyway, so they escape and shit. Then they start traveling and shit. Right, normal.
Yeah.
And they go on a cruise and shit.
Yeah.
Some funny moments and shit, yeah. But nothing too crazy. That powers instrumental.
No, I sold. Hold on. I gotta be. No, fuck, you took my box. It's over. Well, top two. This is fucking excites me here. Cool, save it. Oh, I put a mushroom in the last second. Alright.
So they start traveling and shit. And then, oh wait, I forgot to get to the introduction. Right, so The Rock, right, yeah. He's like, he needs some money, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like, okay, because he needs to pay the boat guy and shit, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, I need to pay some money. So he breaks into the owner of the, like, company and shit, right?
Right.
Yeah, so he's just sitting down, and then the woman comes in and shit to talk to the guy who owns the place and shit, but she has to talk to The Rock and shit, right? So then they start talking, and then The Rock gets attacked by this tiger and shit, and then they start fighting and shit, but The Rock saves the day and shit. He looks like the cool guy and shit, right? But it's like revealed that that's his tiger and shit, right? And he just saves the whole thing and shit, right? So anyway, so the girl's like, hey, I want to go to this place and shit. And he's like, okay, I'll take you there. And she offers like the exact amount of money he needs. Alright, I think it was actually more money than he needed, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, okay and shit, I'll take you and shit, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, okay. He's like, cool, I'll take you and shit, right?
Yeah.
And they start going, and they just find out about the tiger and shit. And they're like, that's your tiger and shit? And he's like, yeah, it's tiger and shit. And it's like, you staged that shit? He's like, yeah, I staged that shit, whatever the fuck, right? Who cares? Right? Anyway, keep going. And then The Rock does something. They have to make a stop, and The Rock does something.
Yeah.
It requires him to leave the boat for whatever reason and shit, right?
Yeah.
So then they eventually like. So the female European lady shit, right? She goes to the bottom of the boat and shit, right? So she's like in the basement and shit, right? So she's in the basement shit, and she finds this map shit, and this map basically just shows what he was doing and shit. And she was like, you wanted to investigate this shit as well. And he was like, I did want to investigate that shit. But and he's like, I give up on that shit, normal, right? Whatever. And basically, basically he's like, whatever, alright, doesn't matter. And so they start cruising along and shit, because frankly, who cares about whatever conversation they had on that vocal circuit? I don't give a shit, right? So then they eventually meet up with this tribe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they meet up with this tribe, and the tribe like does all this like captivity shit, and then they start talking, and then turns out The Rock staged the whole thing the whole time. Normal shit, and then the two of the European people are like, "Hey, what the fuck? Why do you keep like staging shit?"
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know. And then yeah, they just like, yeah, and then the people that were after them, the real people that were actually after them, was like these German people in like World War I and shit, because it's from 1914 for whatever reason, right?
Yeah.
So the German people like come through because they want that peace. I forget why, to be honest. They didn't really make that very clear.
Yeah.
Anyways, so they want that thing.
Yeah.
So he tries to take that thing. He's not very successful, but he did like hurt a lot of people in the process.
Ouch.
And The Rock falls to his death and shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But he vowed he didn't die because he's cursed and shit, and he's like thousands. He's like 400 years old, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it gets revealed, and the British people are still after him.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay. So next scene, next important thing, right?
Yeah.
The European. I'm just gonna say the European female wants to go on the cruise to find the shit, and so does The Rock, so they just go alone and get it together on some romance shit, right?
Yeah.
And the brother, who I'm assuming is homosexual because it was implied he was, right?
Yeah.
I don't. They never went anywhere with that, but I understand he was. He stays back. So they're on the little cruise. Going out, fucking this shit, right?
Yeah.
And they find the shit, and they have to swim underwater and shit to open the shit. But little do they know is that the German dude took captive of the brother, and the brother snitched on them. He gave the drop on his sister to the Germans, right? So the Germans get the drop, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, so they pull up to the location, and so basically they just pull up and take them captive and shit, and force them to go to wherever they were going to fix some shit.
Yeah.
And they were like, I forget. I still forget why the German people need it. Like, I really still forget why. And then basically they do a bunch of shit so that the Germans, they do some scheme that I don't feel like going into detail about, that Germans can't get it, and they just be like, yeah, they just do like some weird maneuvers. But The Rock fakes his death again for whatever reason. But anyway, they get the pedal, and The Rock said he wants to die once this curse, he's able to get the curse lifted, because he's old as shit, right? He's like fucking 400. And me personally, I would also like to die at 400, I'm probably mentally worn out and shit, but that's just me. Anyway, so he's like, alright, and then and then the woman was like, no, you can't, or whatever, because she's like, she has a crush on him and shit. But whatever. Anyway, then he pulls up. Then he gives the tulip to lift the curse thing, right?
Yeah.
To the female, the European female, and he said, "You make the decision and shit." For whatever reason, if me, I would have kept fate in my own hands, but whatever. So basically, it goes to the scene where The Rock and all the other cursed people all turn to stone and die. Right? Finally, they're free. But since the European woman had power to change that for The Rock, she's like, I want to let this old ass 400-year-old man live, and so she did. And The Rock was perfectly fine with that. I mean, I guess he had no choice, but I mean, he could kill himself. But yeah, I guess it's Disney, and they wouldn't really do that. So yeah, so that's the whole plot. So me personally, I didn't really like the ending of that movie. God damn it, I had a golden.
Damn, man, you went like 3 races deep. 3.5 races deep.
Yeah, 3.5 races of me
That
screaming
was
movie.
crazy.
Like me personally, like the ending is like a little weird to me. Like I would have like if I knew someone that wanted to die and they lived for like fucking 400 years,
Yeah.
like I would just let him die. You know,
Man,
why not?
that's deep.
Like not. Like I would like let him die because like they wanted to die. So and it's been like 400 years. Like any convincing I can do wouldn't really do anything because like they've lived longer than I have and they probably had enough. So yeah,
Damn, that
like
was some in-depth, you know, ESPN
yeah,
commentary right there.
exactly, bro. Like I didn't really care for the ending. I mean, the ending wasn't horrible.
No, fuck you. All right.
The ending wasn't horrible like the ending of Sonic 2, but it was still like, you know.
Please don't get started into Sonic 2, please. Please don't.
Anyway,
Actually, this stream will
that's
be
for.
like an hour or something minutes long.
I don't have time to go over the whole Sonic 2 plot and everything I didn't like about it. But what I will say about this Rock movie was that the ending was kind of ass. He went to London and he basically just showed him driving and he caught a DUI or some shit because he was driving like ass. So, yeah.
Well, that was a spoiler on Jungle Cruise if you haven't watched it. That was the whole story.
Jungle Cruise? Yeah, that was the whole movie right there. So if you're watching this stream and you want to watch Jungle Cruise for whatever reason...
It's a detail about it. I gotta put it like a...
that's too
I gotta put like a yeah counter every time you said something about the I gotta put like a yeah counter. Make that to the clip.
Oh man. Okay, what else? What other movies have I seen?
You know what? Oh my goodness.
Is that Sparkster?
Wait, did you see Genius? Kanye documentary? I saw that. It was
Yeah, I did.
That Genius Kanye documentary went in depth about Donda, him.
Yeah, bro, that was inspirational.
I saw it like 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago. Like I just saw it. It was
that was so good.
But yeah, I expected you to see that. But
like an insider of like the whole success is like so cool to me.
That was crazy, and I like that the life of Pablo. Right now, tomorrow. Like the party or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that. Like I like the whole in depth of like the whole music scene. You know, like he was like in depth working. I found that really cool.
Why is Pusha T like with Kanye and shit? Like he's always with him because he was there at the party. He made Lamborghini Mercy. Like I just saw that shit. Like the video, he was in there.
Yeah, there were.
No Pusha T, Kanye, Drake thing. Like Pusha T's like. I mean, he did have that one part on 108, which top tier. Guys, if you're in the top tier, Runaway is a top tier Kanye song.
Yes, sir. Top tier Kanye song.
If I play it, I'm probably gonna play it. Sparkster's in here.
Is that Sparkster or is that just some kid named Sparkster?
Run away from baby.
Who got you?
Well, how'd it go? It was like 24.
Who got you?
65 stays on my mind.
Yo, bro, yeah, Pusha T being with Kanye. I forget how they met. I honestly forgot how they met.
Get that motherfucking top off. Didn't know it. Knock off top, knock it off. Even chop it off. And Taco and Montage reach to stop it off. Well, just on a Friday, Brian, your Freddy Lopez. Every bracelet comes with a price tag. Basic.
That's a good ass song, bro. If y'all haven't heard "Runaway" by Kanye West, bro, you have to.
Was another romantic. I can never take the intimacy, and I know I did that.
All right, well, or you can just hear cool voice version of the song.
I guess you know, and I don't know what he says there. He's like, "Wish I knew and I abandoned." I don't know what the fuck he says there. And when he's like, what the fuck? There's like one part where he says some weird shit. Like I can't translate it. I don't know what the fuck that's called.
A blue overcut. Alright. That's my fault though. I thought I was gonna make it beforehand, but I'm an idiot, so. Alright. What? I missed box? Who's in first?
Fry.
I'm just gonna.
What? How does it go? It was like, I don't know. He said some weird, like, I don't know.
Yo, can all y'all chill? Yo, chill! No, my green chum went through the. Oh my god. Okay. Whatever. I'm still fourth.
But back to that's what I was saying though. Aside from One Way, he's just like I looked at Pusha T's discography. It's not I can't fucking speak. Just you know what I'm saying. I looked at that
discography.
Spotify. That shit is very low. Like I saw that he dropped like it was either like an EP or album. Probably like 4 things in his in his discography. That I saw. So he's just been like dick riding Kanye his whole entire career. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's basically that's a hot take right there. Pusha T dick rides Kanye. He is literally his dick rider. Aside from
I can see where you're coming from. I guess. I mean, he did make a diss track on Drake when
Kanye.
Kanye.
That whole Pusha T Drake thing. Yo, it was this one Pusha T music. It was like I don't know what it was. Music video, some shit.
Yeah.
Scared this shit. He's also watching another Kanye documentary. Right? It like showed up. It was like Pusha T's music video. He had some weird shit on his face. It scared
it was the blackface.
You know what I'm talking about?
Wait, are you talking about like the cover for the Drake diss track, or are you saying what's
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let me look at it.
Yeah, Drake and blackface. Yeah, that's a real picture. Also, the song Deadass made Drake become a dad, so that's kind of hilarious. Yeah, that's the only reason Drake pays attention to his son now.
Little like smiley face, fucking shit scared the shit. Like it scared the shit out of me when that shit popped up on the screen. I was like, what the fuck? But let me look at his discography right now. Let me show you what the fuck he's working with. He doesn't have shit on his discography.
He just does features for other people. I don't know what to say.
That's a dick rider, like holy shit, it just annoys the shit out of me. I'm just trying to vote with one hand. Alright, there we go. Let me go to Pusha T. Pusha T. Oh, is
that Sparkster? I'm gonna do the VR command, see if that's Sparkster.
He only has like 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, he did drop that album. No, I'm tripping. I'm thinking of somebody else who had barely any things in his discography. I do like that song. What's that song called? Dreaming of the Past. I was dreaming of the past.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh shit.
Kanye sounds so weird in that song.
Oh, that's not Sparkster. No, that's not Sparkster.
It's not?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not him.
Wow. I think he needs some fucking VR. I just lost like 200.
Damn.
I know, right? 1 or 200. I don't know. Maybe that's like. Thank you. Yeah, it's just like 200 VR, a couple races. It's crazy. But I'm gonna come back. I was just talking about the whole race. I wasn't even like I was on like autopilot on DK Jungle Parkway. I mean, I think that DK Mountain. What am I saying?
DK Mountain. Alright.
Yeah, on fucking autopilot. So I wasn't paying attention. But
I'm not gonna get it.
I don't know. Some other movies.
Unless that Sparkster sounds like his other FC for whatever reason.
I tried to listen to. Oh my fuck! I need to slow down. I tried listening to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Yesterday, I only got to the second song. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I was just like doing something else. It was just like I just went to the second song. That's about it. Yeah, I couldn't listen to that. I did listen to a couple of albums. I listened to like some Tyler the Creator albums. I haven't listened to any Kanye albums though, like fully. So,
Holy.
I listen to like.
I'm not sure if I have either. Actually,
I listen to like Igor, Flower Boy. That's about it. I've listened to. When was last time I heard a full album? I don't know. Last time I heard it was like a couple months ago. For me, I don't know about you.
I don't even remember. There's a few full albums. I heard the full Trippie Redd album. Love Letter to You 4. That was years ago though.
That was like. Wait, which one was that? Was that like 2020? Oh, Trippie.
That was 20. I think that was late 2019.
I swear he had like. Wasn't Love Letter to You for 2020?
No, I'll look it up. I reviewed the whole thing. I like the album. Pretty good album.
Right, so you said Love Letter to You 4. Yeah, it came out in 2019. It's 2019.
Yeah, 2019.
He made another in 2020, right?
I reviewed it along with the deluxe, like combined, like the thing and then I reviewed the. I listened to the.
Rating music. Or we like pick music. We should like both rate it. That's what we should do more.
Yeah, we should do that later. Not tonight though, because I don't have time for that. But
I got a Cash Dami song though.
When did the deluxe drop? Let me check. The deluxe dropped in 2020 February 6th. Alright, yeah, okay, yeah. So what are the full albums I've listened to? Damn, I can't even think of full albums I've listened to. I know I have recently. I just can't think. I listened to the entirety of Eternal Take and Deluxe.
You listen to what?
Eternal Take and Deluxe. I have. I don't know. Like I honestly have no idea. Yeah, Uzi, I'm talking about that. Yeah, but I can't think of an. I know I have. I know I have. For a fact, I know I have. But
I'm starting to get into albums. I just listen. I like my whole life is listening to just songs. I know full albums, but
yeah, I don't listen to full albums either. I just
try
listen to
to
slick
get some
songs.
albums like I don't know anybody else except for well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't listen to like full albums like that though. I just don't. Like
I mean,
2 albums I've listened to was Tyler the Creator. That's about it. But I don't know. Holy shit! I'm like messing up this whole stream. All right. But
nice.
Wait, have you listened to any King Von albums? That's kind of.
Oh yeah, I heard a full King Von album. Actually, yeah, I have recently. That's what I was thinking of. I listened to the whole. I listened to the whole. What was it called? I forget the name of the red one, but I listened to his latest one as well, like the After Death one.
They did Pop Smoke dirty. He was like, I don't put features on my albums, and then when he died, they put features on his album when he passed away. That shit sucks, man. They played him dirty. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, something along those lines. But people did like the first posthumous album. Oh, people didn't really care because like they did like. I feel like they did a good job, like when selecting features and shit, you know, like staying true to the original song, right? So that's why nobody cared the first time, because you know they did it right, you know. But then the second one came out. That's where everyone was like, okay, we don't like this because it wasn't staying true to Pop Smoke's brand.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was.
Because the first one was like, you know, they ain't switched the beat. They just did what Pop Smoke had in mind, and they just put a few features on it, right?
Yeah.
You know, not a big deal, normal, right? And then
no features. He said fucking no features.
Look, bro, but in all honesty, right? If he was gonna get big anyways, he was gonna eventually have features on his albums. Like eventually, but he died too soon, so we will never know. What I'm saying is like the first time, even though they did have features, you know, it was done right because like they didn't take what Pop Smoke did and twisted it. They just took it as it was, and they just kept and they just stuck with it, right? Right. So, but with the second one,
oh my god! You can.
But the second one is where they really fucked up because they changed songs a bit too much. Like there was one song, right? I forget what it was called. My fault. But I know what I'm talking about because I remember hearing the original leak and like the release song, right? So it was like this Pop Smoke. It was a drill song featuring someone named Eli Frost, right?
Yeah.
But then they changed it into like some weird tropical song, like beach song, and which didn't make any sense. Right?
Yeah.
Because it was originally a drill song,
yeah.
But all of a sudden they changed the beat to this aquatic beat, and that just made everybody pissed off.
Not Pop Smoke. That's not Pop Smoke at all. He's, you know.
Like Pop Smoke can rap on a beat like that, right? If he wanted to, but the thing was that the way he was rapping, right, and the things he was talking about didn't match with the beat. It didn't. Yeah. It just didn't match with the beat, is what I'm saying.
Sad,
so.
man. What the fuck?
Yeah. Like the first time they had it right, the second time they didn't. That's what it is.
What are you saying?
It's like the first time they had it right, the second time they didn't have it right.
Who's doing Trish? Is that you doing Trish that?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh my goodness. But I do listen to like you listen to like the leaks like to like artist leaks?
No, rarely. The only reason I heard the Pop Smoke one is because it was being passed around because everyone was talking about it.
People actually, there's been so many like Juice WRLD leaks. People like paying like they're like, oh, like they charge you for like a fucking leak. Like that's how fucked up people are.
Bro, I just literally ask the mixer for the fucking song, and then they have to buy it. They basically buy it from like the person that mixed or produced the song and shit, right? So they buy it from him, right? And then, but the leaker's like, okay, I just spent hella money paying for this song. Now I want to profit myself, right? So they're like, okay, I'm gonna go sell the song. And usually they go for like thousands of dollars and shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, so they go for thousands of dollars. You know the Juice WRLD Lil Uzi Vert Lucid Dreams remix?
Yeah.
Literally sold. Well, the person bought it from the producer for nobody knows how much, right? But the leaker, right? The leaker themselves, literally, they sold it as a group buy for $30,000. Now, $30,000. The song hasn't been released yet, but they were gonna leak it because it was like a high-profile leak because everybody wanted the Lucid Dreams remix with Uzi Vert, right? So they got $30,000 off of that, right? You know what happens like 2 weeks later? The song drops. Officially drops. It officially drops by like the label, like the label. Like it wasn't leaked. Like it got leaked like when the buyer was paid, right? But 2 weeks after it got leaked, the song just released. They literally just released it. They just dropped it just like that. It just released officially on streaming platforms, and people kind of got mad at the leaker for it. But the leaker, in all honesty, probably didn't know it was gonna drop, but he still got it. So, hey, I got third.
That was. Oh no.
Anyway, yeah. So that's what they spy from producers. I don't think it's sad.
I do listen to like the EA leaks and stuff. These are really cool. Like that one, Bittersweet Poetry song. That's not really a leak. That's not even a leak. That was just Japanese only, which that was so ass. But that song was good. That's a good leak right there. But yeah, like I especially hear just about Juice WRLD leaks.
It's always about
like,
Juice WRLD.
How people like charge people for fucking leaks. Like I hate that shit.
The only reason if a leak wasn't made in a group buy or like it wasn't charged, then that means the leak wasn't paid for and they just got it and shit, right? That means they just had it. But if it was a group buy, that means they paid a good amount to get the song from the producer. Because the only reason they're getting these things is that they just hit up the producer and they ask for it and they ask how much and shit, and they just, but then they buy it, or there's some weird database that I don't know about, but that's the other thing. But
I don't like that. Like,
either way, I mean, yeah, if they pay for it, then they're gonna want to pay out, you know. So I can see where they're coming from.
Charging like other people for like an artist that passed away, like that's.
Oh, that passed away. Yeah, I say that's fucked up, but like in like
Juice WRLD, like that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, that's yeah, okay, yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
I know.
The whole like.
Seen it, but I've heard like I think I've seen. I don't know actually, but I may have seen it somewhere. Like probably on social media or some shit. But I just hear about it. I just hear about they're charging people for fucking links to Juice WRLD. That's the only person I hear about who charge leaks for that shit. Like just Juice WRLD.
They always charge leaks. It's usually never as big as like $30,000. $30,000 is only high profile, but
$30,000 for a fucking song is just wild to me.
Yeah, that's somebody's college tuition right there. But
people are on social media, begging like his producer some shit, begging Juice WRLD's producer, somebody's friends with him to like put out an album with like all the leaks or some shit, or put out an album that he's done. Just do that. Like people are begging.
Look, bro, whatever's out is out, and I'm gonna listen to whatever is right. You know.
Let's go. Moonshot, baby.
I'm gonna listen to whatever just sounds good to me. That's all I really care about.
Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep saying that's sad because it's just sad. It's just like, what the fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only person.
It's whatever, man. But, I mean, I guess the little Uzi Vert leak of Lucid Dreams. I mean that. Crazy. When you look at it from a certain angle, it's more like they wanted it for Uzi. So I guess that's not as bad as if it was just a Juice WRLD song. So because Lucid Dreams is already out, so they just wanted Uzi, I guess. So I guess I could see that being fine. But like if it's just Juice WRLD, then yeah, I guess that could be a problem. Yeah.
That can't be a big problem. It's just one person.
Yeah.
That's really, I think that's what they do. Like it would be like one person or maybe a feature, but I don't know. But there may be a feature, but like songs without a feature that people pay for is especially sad. It's like you're paying to hear one artist on the beat.
To me, that's just not sad. That's just stupid.
That's stupid. It's like, come on.
It's not sad. It's only sad if the featured artist that they're paying for is dead. To me, at least.
Yeah, that just
Like,
sucks. I don't hear about
but
Pop
if the artist is alive, it's just like stupid and
I
weird
just
to
don't
me.
hear about
Like,
Pop Smoke and Lil Peep. I wouldn't like. I do hear about X actually. I think it's Juice WRLD and X X producer who I don't know if I call him producer. They're either friends or like the producer with the artist that passed away. People are just always asking, "Oh, when are you gonna?" Like I saw this one screenshot. It was this dude in the dude's DMs that was cool with Juice WRLD. It was like, "Oh, do you something about the, like the album, whatever about this. They just do that. People just ask.
people just be asking weird shit on the internet. It's not like you just gotta push it out. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Subscribe to EMIDDLE'S on YouTube.
Damn, you
First day out.
You go that quick?
Yeah. I probably be heading out anyways. Anyway, subscribe to EMIDDLE'S on YouTube.
Alright.
See y'all later. I'll be back for more cool streams. Trying to see you.
Alright, see ya.